This is The Scoop for Friday.
I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines. Today, lawyers are heading to court to ask a state court to temporarily block Florida's new congressional map. WMNF's Chris Young reports the National Redistricting Foundation previewed their arguments yesterday.
The Circuit Court of Leon County will hear oral arguments in Equal Ground Education Fund versus Byrd. The National Redistricting Foundation is supporting the fund and individual voters in their legal challenge to Florida's mid-decade congressional redistricting. Marina Jenkins is the group's executive director.
This is a strong case, and the central argument is straightforward. The Florida Constitution prohibits drawing congressional districts with partisan intent, and Governor DeSantis and the Florida legislature did exactly that, openly and on the record.
According to Politico, Florida has pushed back, saying that other states, including Virginia, did more blatant gerrymandering. Jenkins says the congressional map splits Florida's most politically balanced region, Tampa Bay. The southern part of Pinellas County, including much of St. Petersburg, is lumped into a district that stretches into Manatee, Sarasota, Hardee, DeSoto, and Polk counties as well. Chris Young, WMNF News.
The Florida House Rules and Ethics Committee officially reprimanded Democratic Representative Angie Nixon yesterday. Nixon, who is leaving the House after this term and running for the U.S. Senate, disrupted House proceedings during the vote on new congressional maps last month during the special session. During a brief committee meeting at the state capitol, Nixon was officially reprimanded. Nixon also disrupted floor proceedings 4 years ago during a 2022 redistricting vote. Following yesterday's committee meeting, Nixon did not apologize and said she'd do the same thing again.
This is about the people, the fact that they will not, again, address the rising cost that we're suffering from. We could be up here cutting the gas tax right now, providing some type of relief, but no, they want to reprimand me because I called them out for doing illegal things. Stop doing illegal things and I won't call you out with a pink megaphone.
House Rules Chair Sam Garrison called the reprimand a serious but measured action. He says stronger consequences could result if there's another violation of House rules.
No individual member, from the most senior to the most junior, is permitted to place themselves above the collective whole, above the House.
Lawmakers are currently in Tallahassee through next Friday for a special session to pass a state budget for the next fiscal year. The Tampa Bay Rays and local officials have announced a tentative $2.3 billion agreement for a new ballpark funded by public and private money. The non-binding Memorandum of Understanding disclosed yesterday outlines the cost of the stadium, which would include $967 million of tax dollars. Elected officials for the city of Tampa and Hillsborough County are expected to vote on the deal at separate meetings next week. The Rays ownership reached an agreement earlier this year with Hillsborough College to build the stadium and mixed-use entertainment district on the college campus and to renovate some of the college's buildings. Last year, the Rays backed out of a deal for a new ballpark that had been signed between the team and Pinellas County and St. Petersburg. An investigation is underway in Manatee County after families found 17 grave sites vandalized at a historic black cemetery in Palmetto. The sheriff's office announced the investigation at the Old Memphis Cemetery this week, but most community members found out about it through social media. A family had come to visit the grave of their loved one when they videotaped graves that had broken headstones. Some had the words Ron DeSantis and Trump painted over them. On Wednesday, dozens of residents were inspecting the cemetery, checking for their loved ones' graves. Among them was Gwen Johnson.
But I was out making sure that my grandmother's gravesite wasn't disturbed or anything like that, and it wasn't. She's here. She's been here since 1982. She passed away in 1982.
Johnson has her grandmother and a couple of cousins resting at the Old Memphis Cemetery.
You can't even lay in peace without being racial, and that's kind of sad.
No arrests have been made, but at the next Manatee Commission meeting, the county will evaluate the cost to rehabilitate the graves and increase security. It'll be sunny and hot today with highs in the low 90s, partly cloudy tonight, overnight lows in the mid-70s, mostly sunny and hot tomorrow with highs in the mid-90s, and starting Sunday, there's a good chance of rain or thunderstorms most days next week. I'm Sean Canan with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.